Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Orchestrating the offense will be Case Keenum, the 6'1 QB out of the University of Houston.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And a quick look now at the offense for the 49ers.
And everyone always tells me the fullback is leaving the game, and then I say, hold it a second. What about Kyle Juszczyk? 2-time Pro Bowler, maybe the best all-around fullback in the game for his ability to block, catch, and occasionally run the football inside.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Keenum. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the Bucs, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10 at the 40. Now Keenum. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards, first down Niners. Keenum now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Check 26, check 26.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump off, but it'll set up third down.
Here we go.
Keenum going to try and throw on third down. And Tate's got it. And he's got the first as they'll bring it down at the 28-yard line. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on second and 14. Keenum looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. And that will be incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, If you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Looking to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. He'll look to throw. He's got Sanu. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back to throw here. This is caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still yardage. On 2nd down now. It's Hunt. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. A 10-play drive that time. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Keenum completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
On 1st down, here's Breida. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Keenum. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Sheldon Day gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And that one results in 35 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking deep for Julio. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
He's not going to get me.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
That's it, baby.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Keenum. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. On 1st and 10, Keenum. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down. And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And the 49ers now. Going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Now Keenum. Oh, Keenum has it knocked away. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Go, go.
2nd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. Here's Sanu on the catch. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
He'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
You ready? Too low. Tight end right. Easy. 4 down. Easy. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mullins now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Sheldon Day, his 2nd sack of the night. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Keenum now, 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Look complete. It's a Pettis, and he's got him. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Play action. It's Keenum. Trying to lay one up deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Hunt. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
70, Indy.
They'll run again with Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
10-2 stop.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamie Collins in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1 yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt.
Let's go,
On first down, Keenum. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, Keenum. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this
Hello?
is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Here we go. 94.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll drop the throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
I didn't really get any games because most of the games that I've wanted throughout the year.
On first down, Hunt. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They run again with Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it with Williams. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw again on second down. Keenum. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now Keenum, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means it had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Nick Mullins now heading out, the subject of our player spotlight. And this is, unfortunately for him, a montage he's probably not going to want to keep here for his files.
And I'm not so sure that he would describe it as a spotlight, although it is beating down on him pretty well, as is the rush. He's been hit, harassed, uncomfortable. It's been a really, really tough day for him.
Been sacked 6 times. See all that pressure coming from all angles. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught by Sanu. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards and enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. He is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
It's much better now.
9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a 1-score game.
It should not have taken.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down.
Yeah,
it's Hunt.
Get it to somewhat.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
just got to give me your shit.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got four down.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Three bucks.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far.
Well, yeah, you haven't really spoken to any of this.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
It doesn't always need to be on that.
Back to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw, Keenum. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
94.
On 3rd down, Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Much later in the day.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First time in months.
Here's Hunt. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
And then how much time goes by to where if it gets buried or not. What were we talking about? I don't remember.
Set. 15 line. Hey, wahoo!
Did you tag any of this?
Yes.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Like I said, It's much better than it was at launch.
One more extra point attempt for good measure.
But I would not.
It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory.
Unless
So
you're
we
going to
had
do
action
play.
to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time. They feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Falcons, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.
I didn't know if Edna was fun.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Where did you have it last? You're not having to resort to doing it to yourself. Yeah, as long as you don't do it, in the mic again. Nope. Especially considering the fact that you'll never guess who I talked to yesterday for like the first time in like forever. Mr. Devin Pretty. Yeah, he randomly joined my party. Him and Grant. Yeah, I've had a pretty eventful couple days. Yeah. It's because he likes to pick on you. And you don't like to be picked on by him.